Hello YouTube, it's once again Evils the Baron's Finest with this fine gentleman. You want to introduce yourself again?
Casey.
And what do you have for us today, good sir?
I got 14th at the 1K in Indy last weekend, or 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
With Monarchs, and kind of got a lot of people's attention, one of them being Patrick Hoban.
Because it's very different from your, like, you could just call this Mega Monarch, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Alright, so do it.
3 swap, self-explanatory, 3 dupe. Some people only play 2. I have a smaller engine.
So why do 3 dupe and 1 tree 1 over 2 dupe?
It's easier to do the soul charge lock, which obviously with the new ban list it's going to be a little bit different. But what's nice is if you open slow, as long as you have some frog fodder, you can pitch the dupes to the grave and then soul charge them back for the lock. So,
alright.
and then there's Sangans too, so
yeah.
Do the searching, and then 1 and 1. So 8 frogs.
Alright.
I played 9 level 8s, 3 of them being Mega Mobius. I thought this was really good against Satella Knights and Burning Abyss. So,
Legit.
that 3 Ryza. The major part about this deck was I was avoiding lights and darks for the triple Super Volley from Shadows, and also this really is kind of like a disturbance strategy kind of thing. It messes with your
Time with Burning Abyss, how they have Wing Blast to keep stacking the opponent.
Yep. I originally was playing 3 Wing Blast, but I just didn't like the lack of other traps with it. So, along with that, I'm playing the Mega Ryza. More disruption, but this is just way better than that.
Card stupid.
Yeah. If you have 1 on grave, when you summon the next one, you can put this on top of your deck, and if you can get to a simplified game state, you pretty much just win because your opponent can't make any plays.
Because you can just do the infinite Mega Ryza loop and just keep stacking the opponent forever.
Yep. So there's that, and then the cards that really got people. I really didn't want to lose the Shadow, so I played 3 Christia.
So what made you decide to pick this up? Because I know before you were playing Grandmark, the Mega Monarch.
I thought the format was a little bit slower than what it actually is. After getting OTK'd a few times from Shadows, I realized they were... I don't play any hand traps like Battle Fader or Doors, which after the list I will be. But the major point is Christia they can't super poly with. They literally have to have a breakthrough skill or the set monster if they play breakthrough to begin with. But outside of that, the point is you don't just bring her out. I mean, sometimes you have to sack for her, but otherwise she's level 8, which I run trade-ins, and then you can soul charge them back. So soul charging her with some dupe frogs or some other tribute fodder, and then getting them into this loop is kind of how you beat Shadows with my deck.
All right.
And then Hardened Arm Dragon. This was, again, a last-minute change. I was playing this. It's still a good card. It's just not as good for this build. The Hippo allows you to normal summon, again, with a level 7 or higher monster. But this little guy, he's perfect with Christia. It gave me an out to Shadows again.
So when you say Shadows were the hardest matchup or the matchup you were most fearing?
Yeah, well, I mean, out of the 1K, I fought 4 of them out of 6 rounds. So
that's fair. So you made a good meta call then.
Yeah, so, and only Pat's build was the one I lost to. And then my other loss was a Burning Abyss to time, but yeah, anyway.
You do.
Yep, so anyway, their only options after I do this is to compulse them, which that's what Pat did. So, anyway, 22 monsters.
And this is 40 total, or?
Yep, 40 total. 3 soul charge. It's duh. It's basically how you have to play Monarchs at the current time, but these are going to be either double cores or possibly Magician of Faiths. I do set monsters so they could fear a dupe frog or something. That's if I'm going to go with this build. There's other ways to do it. There's hand hand stuff. You can attack your opponent's hand. It's really good against Quopoths. Speaking of that, there's Fairy Wind, which with Zaborg is going to be nuts against them, because Zaborg gets your extra deck. But this specific build needs this type of stuff, so it's a little interesting. Or it can keep in the Hardened Arms and go with the Obelisks. I don't know yet. So more testing.
Yeah, but you at least have options to replace the Soul Charges with.
Yes. So that OP card. 3 upstarts. I'm not a Patrick Hoban fan. What this is about is I really did need to speed up the deck to where I could hit most of my combo cards, and couples with this to send more level 8s to the grave, so when I make a Soul Charge play I can not just succeed or lock my opponent, I can actually do more things. Back row is a real issue. MST's not doing it for me, so it had to be Lance. It was a blowout in pretty much any back row heavy deck.
Plus it lets you run over Construct with your normal summon big dudes, so...
Yep. There's that, and then 3 awesome cards. So,
the card is amazing.
Some Burning Abyss players over the weekend were playing Mobius in the main deck.
Kind of sounds like Jeff Jones to me a little bit.
Yep, so it was kind of funny. The guy literally had 3 back row and a Mobius on the field. I had this and Mega Mobius in my hand. So I was allowed to tribute just his Mobius for my Mega Mobius.
And pop all
3 back row, which one was a Karma Cut, one was a Wing Blast, and I can't remember the other. But it was pretty awesome.
Seems pretty good.
And then 2 Soul Exchange. I was maxing out on this card, but I just didn't see it coming up as often as I wanted to. The most optimal play for this card is a turn that you're Soul Charging, because that way you're doubling up on effects that prevent you from attacking. So,
and that's it for the main?
And then Foolish.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my question is, why no Reckless Greed with the fact that you wanted to see you'd already 6 main?
It's a little too slow. That's the only thing. I had tested that prior to this build, and it's good when you have hand traps to draw into, but if there's nothing, then it's just a set of a card. It's a card that you could be playing right away.
Alright.
So there's that, and then the side deck's actually really silly and effective. 3 Vanity's Fiend and 3 Majesty's Fiend. No, it's not overkill. Shadows really were ridiculous. They still probably are going to be, but
especially with the Fire and Earth guys.
Yeah. The key is to drop this or Christia first against Shadows, and then this the next turn. If you're playing Card Advance or Double Summon, you can actually lock them in the first turn, which is nice. Or actually, what was in my build, you can Soul Charge back Christia along with a Tribute for this guy. So,
alright.
There's that, and then 3 MST, Floodgates suck.
Yep.
3 Jinzo, Hoses, back row heavy decks, and then citing this pretty much only for Burning Abyss. Instead of Flying Sea, Max Sea's a lot better for me because I can draw into my outs. They're not going to OTK me most likely, so
alright.
There's that, and then sideboard, extra deck. I played 3 only because I had the room. After the fact, probably another Gachi or something. There's a lot of room in the extra deck, so you play these for your aids. I didn't use him as much. I used Felgrant all the time, and then I did this to actually game someone, so it's actually a good card.
There you go.
2 level 6s, just wanted some options if I ran into my rises early. 2 downards, definitely necessary. I don't really regret playing this guy. He's good against Bujin, if you can boost him twice. Yeah, it's really situational, but
it's something.
It's something. 1 Gachi, which, like I said,
probably gonna be 2.
Yeah, would be 2. And then this is the MVP right here. It makes your trade-ins lives. Basically, any tribute you need back, you can get it back. So, and get rid of a dead card.
That works.
So, and then Phoenix with Ryza was already stupid, but now you have Mega Ryza, which is damn near game. So.
Alright, so any final comments on the deck?
It's only going to get better with Zaborg. So,
Well, thank you.